What's up, sports freaks, and welcome to All Sports Media Team presents Drbl episode number 41. We're 9 away from 50, George. This is insane. We are in episode number 41. Today, we're bringing in a actual hometown P4E female baller. Not only that, she is a mama of 3. She is a coach. She is a killer point guard, and that's why we got the nickname for the show, Be the PG, which she will explain in just a little bit. Before we get into her, we're going to just say what's up to my panel. It's just the boys today, so it's just me and my boy George. What's going down, George?
What's going on? What's going on? How's everyone doing?
We're doing good, man. I'm excited for the show. I think it's going to be fun, and I think I know it's going to be fun because we know how Brittney is. So let's just jump into it. We got the woman of the hour over here. We got the P4E 24/7 ladies basketball team member, freaking High Desert Pumas assistant coach. She's played for XBX. She's done a lot. And like I said, she's a mama of 3. This girl's working all the time, wears all kinds of hats. Brittney, Be the PG, Bramlett. What is going down, girl?
What is up? What's good, everybody? How's it going?
We're ready. I've been talking to you for 2 weeks now, and just getting to know you. And I'm ready for the world to know what you've already told us, and it's going to be really exciting. And we were kind of BSing before the show came on, and I was loving what I was hearing. So hopefully we'll be able to share a little bit of that, and you can motivate parents out there that are going through the same thing. So Brittney, what we usually do, first thing first, let's get this out of the way. I love the Be the PG thing. What's it all about?
You know what? Honestly, when I was younger, whoa.
You're good.
Did you guys get that? Okay.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. So when I was younger, my dad, he's always been like that dad coach that just could not coach his daughter. He could not just sit in the stands and watch. So we knew that I was not going to be that tall. So we planned ahead of time, and we just trained. We trained as I was going to be a point guard for my entire life, which, my mom is of Asian descent. So we kind of, she's definitely 5'2", maybe 5'1". Wow. We knew that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to be a whopping 5'11" or 6 feet. So my name is Brittney. Everybody knows my name is Brittney. And then when social media came out, that was just one of my things. Like Twitter, started with Twitter and things like that. So Be the PG just kind of developed. My friends would always call me like their favorite PG, or things like that. And I just love B, so it kind of meshed together. Here we have it, Be the PG. It's not going anywhere now. So
and once it's kicked, it never leaves. I'm the same.
Here.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's so funny because my media name is Drbl, and I hated that name in middle school. My teacher gave it to me, of course, because we had this kid, Richard Rico, and then me, Ricky Rodriguez. So we had 2 R's. So he was Rico and I was Drbl. So we never got called our names like the entire year. And I absolutely hated it. And go figure, now I'm grown up, I'm in the media, and my freaking nickname is Drbl, just spelled differently. It's not going anywhere. So I think that's freaking
It just grew on you, Ricky.
I know, right? It's freaking
That's what happens, man. It's so funny. I was actually at the mall one time, and the dude's like, it was funny because you could tell he was like not trying to be like, it wasn't like a fan, but it was just kind of like he recognized who I was. And I always have something that says Be the PG, like either my sweats or like my sweater or something like that. And one mission. And then he goes, oh wait, you're Be the PG. Then I'm like, nice. Yeah, normally like Brittney kind of works, but I'll go with that because it's kind of weird when I'm not on Instagram, you call me Be the PG. So. Right?
Or if you're like at a different place and you're like me, I'm not at radio and I'm at my other job at Angel Stadium. People are like, hey, what's up, Drbl? I'm like, what? Like, what? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that was me. Or if you're in trouble and you realize you're like, uh-oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So. All right, Miss PG, can we go ahead and jump into a little bit of background? We were talking before the show, you were talking about, you just now, actually, you were talking about, dad being the dad coach. Maybe we could talk about that a little bit. or maybe your Pee Wee upbringing. Did you play with the boys? Did you play with the girls? Did you do both? Maybe some stuff that you went through, and then up to where we are now. And we'll just bounce off of the stuff, and we'll have a lot of fun.
No, yeah, it's always an interesting background for my basketball. I have brothers. I have older brothers. I'm the youngest of 5.
Oh wow.
So yeah, definitely. I have one older sister, but the rest, they're all boys. And it's funny because everyone picked up the sport. They dabbled into it a little bit, but no one was ever really serious about it. My brothers are probably going to watch this and be like, no, I was serious about it. But no, they weren't really serious like my dad wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was growing up, the youngest, the baby, he's like, this is I feel like he's like, this is my last chance. This is my last chance to get an athlete out of someone. And then I just loved it. I feel like I explained in one of my interviews before that because I was good at it naturally, it wasn't hard. It was, of course, you have to learn the ins and outs of basketball, but just actually getting the rhythm, having the ball feel comfortable in my hands for the first time, it was natural. So I was like, oh, this is cool. I could do this, all I have to do is make sure this goes in there. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So then my dad, he put me into NJB. It's like this, this little league, little amateur league that, the competition is not really, really good at all. Mm-hmm. And this is before AAU basketball. So this was like 7-8 years old. He could see that I kind of separated myself from the NJB competition. Okay. It wasn't challenging enough. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it. I would not, I wouldn't talk about it like that, but he could just tell in the games that it was just, I wouldn't go hard anymore after a certain point, because it's just like, man, I kind of want these girls to have fun, but it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun anymore. So he actually put me into on an AAU team, which now the competition is a lot higher. Mm-hmm. So I'm like 13 years old, and first time I actually have to fight for a spot. Another girl on my team, really good. She ended up going to UNLV. She played at UNLV, but she was a beast. I mean, at 13 years old, like court vision, crazy, Steve Nash type of guard. Steve Nash type of guard. And I never played with anyone alongside that gave me that type of push. So I was just like, man, I got to be better than her. Mm-hmm. So my dad, we go out to the sand dunes. We'd find any open court. Yeah, I was at the sand dunes, 13 years old, 5 a.m. and then going to school that same morning.
Oh, wow.
And he would tell me all the time, there's no one your age doing this. There's no one out, this early. They're asleep. When they're sleeping, you're working. Mm-hmm. And I would just always hear that. I would always say, oh,
you're good. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, keep going.
Are we good?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I don't know when I have phone calls. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Can you hear me now still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. So yeah. So yeah, and then it was just a point to where I was just like, I've never had to prove myself to a coach. He looked at me and he's like, oh, you think you're gonna start over her? You're not gonna start. You're gonna sit right here next to me and watch how you're supposed to play basketball. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's cool though. You know what mentality I get out of that by hearing that. I don't know if George picked it up, but I get the Mamba mentality when you're saying I'm up before everybody else. I'm there longer than everybody else. Leave late, the earliest, leave the latest. That's the mentality that I got. I don't know, George, hearing that, what did you pick up?
Yeah, actually was thinking about that too, because like when I heard her say like she was 13, she has to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But you know what? Like that makes you even better. That makes you stand out even more than the other players like coming into playing the game of basketball, because I played basketball myself, but I never woke up that early to get shots up. But like, because like usually, prior to the pandemic, I always get shots up. That's the first thing I go to the gym, get at least like 200 shots up before I go to work. But like since COVID happened, I can't do that anymore. So I mean, like I just find ways of like, just trying to be better than everybody else. And like you said, like everyone's sleeping, but you're working, and that shows that you want to be that best player no matter what court you go on, no matter whether it's on the hardware or on concrete, on the outside courts. Like, I think like that's just a sign that you will be that superstar in the near future.
Absolutely.
I hope so, man. That's what I still do. I work just because every day, like, there's something that you can get better at. There's never, a point to where you're just there. And my my whole mentality, it's crazy because I've been through injuries, I've been through pregnancies. So back to I'll kind of roll into that. It's because my junior year in high school, everything's going perfect. My AAU team, we're winning championships. I'm getting West Coast Player of the Year of the conference, things like that. And then 11th grade year hits, boom, tear my ACL at 24-hour fitness and an open 5-on-5 run. It's crazy because my dad tells me right before I go to the gym, hey, you have a tournament next week.
Oh, no.
Don't play. Just get on the treadmill. Just swim. Go swim a couple miles. Get on the treadmill. Come home. No worries, Dad. Of course. I'm so focused. I go into the gym, and of course, all my friends are there that night. Of course, all my friends happen to be there. And then one of my good friends, he played for the Lakers, Darius Morris. He's in there.
Oh,
I
remember him.
From Michigan. It's one of my. Yeah, it's my guys. It's one of my really close friends, Darius. So he's in the gym, and he's like, "Hey, we need one," and I'm like,
It's hard to step away from that.
It's like, dude, I don't want to play. I can't play. He's like, we need one. Come on, Britt. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go 50%. He's like, cool. Just don't go. Just shoot the ball. Cool. No worries. Of course, I get on there and the lane is wide open because they just don't guard me for whatever reason. They never really try to guard me there. So I'm just gonna score at will. I go to the hole, like first 2 buckets, I could tell how the game is gonna go. I'm getting bumped in the air. I'm getting fouled already. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of chippy. I might, I just gotta kind of relax. The moment I think that, I go to the basket, one more play, and then I draw contact. And as I'm drawing contact, the guy kind of like pulls my shoulders down. Oh, no. Like it's hard to explain. I have to show. I'm going up here, and he's not making a play on the ball. You can just tell he's literally just pulling me down. Wow. And as he pulls me down, my knee kind of impacts and it slips like that. Yeah. So I feel it pop, and I'm like, wow. So how do I call my damn my darn dad and tell him?
It's okay. You're good.
How do I call my dad and tell him that I was just playing at 24-hour fitness and I just heard a pop, 2 pops? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I call my brother. My brother picks me up. He's like, your knee is crazy. It's like the size of the ball. It's like huge. It's like a thigh and leg all together. It's just so swollen. And then I try to walk inside. My dad's like, what's going on? I explained to him, and I've never seen my dad get so like I feel like the blood just rushed all from his face all to his feet. He was just so upset. He was so upset. So that happened. I'm like, okay, cool. This is not gonna hold me back. We what do we have to do? We go get surgery. No, I can't get surgery because if I get surgery, I'm gonna have to sit out. Right. Yeah, that's how it works, Britt. That's what's gonna happen. Me being me, I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get the surgery. We get the surgery. Successful surgery. I come out of surgery. The first doctor's appointment back, I asked him, what's the longest that you have to wait till you come back? That's my first question. And mind you, I'm 17 years old. 17 years old, Ricky. I'm like, I don't care what past people have done. Yeah. Just let me know what's the time limit. He goes, I haven't seen anyone come back from an ACL surgery in less than a year. I said, a year? I said, I'm a junior. That means my whole entire senior year is done. So that's impossible. I said, this is July. I have my season starts in November 5th, exactly. I guarantee you, my October 31st appointment that we have set, I will be cleared for my ACL surgery to play. He goes, I've never seen it done. I said, okay, no worries. We start therapy 3 days after surgery. I'm insane. I'm just not, I have a different type of grit because there's no way I'm going to sit out my senior year. I have all these offers. I have everything going for me. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get back on the court. So October 31st comes. I passed the ACL surgery. He looks at my dad. My dad goes, I told you she's nuts. I told you that she was going to do it. I told you she was going to do it, man. And I did it. And I came back. My senior year, it ended up being really good. I averaged like 17 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually we lost in the semifinals. But it was something that I had to go through, that I gained weight throughout my rest time. It was, a 17-year-old girl, you're gaining weight on top of that, not to mention that I'm a girl and a basketball player. So like the girl part starts to kick in after a while. It's like you're gaining weight, you're looking, you don't feel good, you're not confident, things like that. So it was hard. It was definitely hard, but I came back, and college comes. College comes. Yeah, college comes, and then I ended up actually taking the JUCO route and went to Cerritos College. I had a really, really good relationship with the coach there. Me and Coach Karen were really tight. We're really close, still to this day. Went there, did amazing in the summer league, did amazing season, and then long story short, right before season starts, feeling kind of sick in practice one day. No. Don't know why.
Oh wow.
No. Oh my.
Don't know why, man. I'm like, dude, I'm so in tune with my body. I know everything that's going on. So when I felt like that, what did I eat? I didn't eat anything bad. What's going on? I went to the bathroom, throw up a couple times. Yeah, something's wrong. Go home, talk to my mom about it. She gives me the girl talk. We're going to have to figure this out. And then positive. Look who's going to be a mom.
Like, oh my God.
Wow, that was, it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm going to say a disclaimer though. If I had a decision to make. I had a very, very hard decision that not a lot of 19-year-old women have to make. And I myself thought of a child that did not put themselves in a position. And again, I am in no way, shape, or form saying that anybody's decision to do whatever they want to do with their body. I am completely okay with that. My decision personally was to keep my child. I felt that there was a reason for me to have my son at the time that I did. And I took a red shirt. So you thought I might have quit, right? Nah, that's what most people think. No. Most people will take the L, not me. So I said, Coach, we're going to take a red shirt. Okay, cool. Take a red shirt season. That happens. Come back. I play a good season. Mind you, I'm balancing being a mom and being a full-time student and being a basketball player and trying to work somehow because I have to support a child as well. My parents aren't going to do that for me. They're very supportive, but when that happened, it's like, hey, this is you. This is your life now. So I had to take care of him and do everything that I had to do. Came back. I played a great season after my redshirt season. Sophomore season came. I got a scholarship to a NAIA to go play. So I ended up going to play at an NAIA. And then I had another child.
Okay.
Ooh,
wow.
Back
to red shirt again.
Back that, right? So I don't have a red shirt season now. Now what I do? Gray shirt, because I also tore my meniscus.
Oh my God.
Right before I found out I was pregnant.
Wait, on the same leg?
Good God.
No, opposite leg.
What? On the opposite leg? Okay.
So I tore my meniscus on the opposite leg right before I found out I was pregnant. So I take a gray shirt season now. Now, it's supposed to be my junior year, but I take a gray shirt season. But I'm also pregnant. So I have to do all this.
Wow, that is
I have to figure this out.
Wow.
Yeah. Mind you, not to mention, I have this pregnancy with another child, another kid that I still have to care for. So my life, to me at the time just felt like it was in shambles. It was just going all over the place. But you know what? You just have to focus. You have to sit there and you have to think about what it is that you really want. You have to visualize it. You have to see yourself there. You have to figure out what it is clearly that you want and make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that me having kids was not going to stop me from playing basketball. So after my second kid, I gained 100 pounds. I was 235 pounds for an entire year. So like I was telling, I don't know if I told you, on my Instagram, you can see I got over 235 pounds, depressed, extremely sad, lost my scholarship at the school. So I couldn't come back and play for that school. It was tough. Excuse me. That was tough. So now I'm on a mission of having to lose 100 pounds after I've had 2 C-sections. Mind you, I didn't have my kids naturally. I had to have them C-sections. I had very tough deliveries on both kids. I almost passed on the second one. So that one was tough. That's something it's hard to deal with. So now this happens. Okay, so what's the next route? Let's go overseas.
Okay.
You're not going to stop. It's not going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you. So what you're going to do, Britt, this is me talking to myself. You're going to put this oversized hoodie over your head. You're going to tie it real tight. You're going to pull your sweats up. You're going to hit the beach every single day.
Yeah.
Until you like what you see, until you're healthy, until you can run around, until you can run up and down the court like yourself and be yourself again. So I put my head down. No one would see me. I wouldn't post on Instagram. I was gone. I was disappeared.
Yeah.
And then dropped the weight. Had to drop the weight. It's a long story, man. So it's just like, it's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot here.
Well, people don't, I love the fact that you mentioned the emotional aspect of it as well, because there is a lot of people that are going through that, young female athletes, or even not even the athletes, just in general, they get pregnant, they get either injured or something, and then they just want to give up. And the fact that you're telling this story that, hey, I went through this, and this on top of it, and I still pushed through, that's good motivation. And people are going to see this later, that might help affect their lives. We got a little bit of more girl power on the show. Doc is here now. Doc, so before you hopped in, she was talking about that she tore her ACL going to the gym with some friends, and then the part where you came in where she got pregnant. So hearing what you heard, what maybe some experience that you had in that area, or advice that you can give to her possibly after hearing what you heard about the injury into the pregnancy?
Well, first of all, my girl, as soon as I came on, I wanted to scream. I just wanted to be like, Britt! But you were so in the zone with your story that I didn't want to interrupt anything. And I was just like pulled in, like listening to that story. And, I know a little bit, but I didn't know like the details. And so hearing that from you, I know how strong you are. You are a strong woman. And
an empowering woman, I may add.
Yes.
I just love Doc, man. She's amazing.
How can you not?
I would never even have guessed that Britt had 3 kids. Like when we first started playing, like I would have never guessed she had 3 kids. And then on top of that, all of the things that she was talking about right now that she went through. Like, how tall are you?
5'3", 5'4" with LeBron's on though. Wait, 5'5". There's recruit scouts who might be watching.
Yeah, she's almost 5'6". She's almost 5'6", but she's literally 35 pounds at 5'6".
That's crazy.
Like, that's literally looking like that's like a 4x4. Okay, that's
literally.
Yeah, like you can't move. Like she can't move. She can't do stuff. She can't to overcome that alone and everything else on top of that. This girl has a iron will. And on top of that, she has a heart of gold. Like I don't know many people that are as straightforward as Britt is. Like she just tells it like it is. And she's just her. And she comes off very strong, but she's so sweet, really. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I have a house full of teenagers that are still asleep.
Happy birthday to her,
Christina's birthday today. And
So,
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to the baby.
thank you. I know she's huge, and she's 14, and she's already like 30. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
You too. You're a super mom too, though. So you're just amazing. Like I was telling Ricky before we got on, like I don't know what Doc drinks or eats, but give me the recipe because this lady, I hope that my kids are, like, what the heck? I can walk around and say my mom is this beautiful angel walking around. Like, what the heck? I just love Doc. She's amazing. She's so great.
love you too, babe. So I'm gonna get back in because I gotta start making the breakfast for the birthday. But I wanted to just hop on real quick and give my respects and my love to you, and to just show you how much I support you and how proud I am of you.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Good luck.
And I'll
Have
see you
fun today.
on Thursday. And I'll see you on Thursday at the runs.
Show will all be there.
Oh wait, we have a game Thursday.
Yeah, the people.
Oh,
The people really.
We'll be there.
oh yeah, you said the runs. Like I'm thinking,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
Rick
I'm
and
like,
I,
where? Tell me what time.
Rick and I will be there, like recording everything.
Oh, women in power. Over and over again.
Where's Carmen? Where's
The
Carmen?
P4E game on Thursday. Oh, but there is, check the X versus X app because there is runs on Sunday, tomorrow night. So if you can make it to that.
For sure. Can I bring the kids?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
All right. See you.
Go.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Have fun. Thank you.
Have a good day, Doc.
Oh, she just warms my heart.
Doesn't she know? See, Brittney, I told you, you never know what's going
Oh
to
man.
happen. You never know
She's
what's
amazing.
going to happen. So,
No, I know. She's amazing.
we love Doc. She brings a special aspect to the show that just nobody else can, So, okay, so
Yeah, including making fun of me, but I'm good with that.
So I'll do that for her. Okay, so we finished college, just about to get out, or did something else crazy happen? Like, because you said you were second year of college when you got your second pregnancy.
Well, yeah. So I had my second child, right? So ended up having my second child and having meniscus surgery all in the same thing. Mind you guys, I was married all through this time.
Wow,
I was
at a
married.
young
the
age?
plot thickens. Okay.
Definitely. So I want to say that first. Not that, that's not any type of judgment on anyone.
You're good. No.
And then throughout the process, dealing with a marriage in college as a basketball player, as a mom,
Anything.
that's, yeah, it's very, very tough. Very, very tough. So at this point now, my only aspirations are to go overseas. It's now, I'm going to continue to get my education. Because I'm one that I hate leaving things undone. So, I figured though, because I have to balance out a career so I can make money. I had to figure out a way that my time wasn't sacrificed so much. So this is why I do what I do now, but mainly I do a lot of just investing because I can do that from home and I can do be there with my kids and stuff. So at this time, I'm going through a divorce now because the person that I was with could not accept me going overseas. That's not something that he could wrap his mind around. Along with a host of other things that just, we're not going to get into. Yeah, it's not something that we're going to get into, but he's the father of my 3 children. And when I got pregnant with my 3rd child, I literally was I think a month away from a tour. I was going to go on a tour to Mexico, kind of like a combine to get some exposure. It's perfect timing, right? My kids, and it is funny because they do this to me now as they're alive. Like their timing with things is just like absolutely amazing. Like my daughter will come wake me up 3 minutes before my alarm is supposed to go off. Like, dude, I had 3 minutes left. But so I got pregnant with my 3rd child, and me and my ex-husband, we looked at each other and he says, "What are you gonna do?" I said, I'm going to, we can't have another child. At this point, I felt like that may be the best decision because we had already decided to get a divorce. So that's where it was tough. We were already deciding on going our separate ways. And I almost went through with it, but he came to me one day and he's like, I don't think you should do this. We have these two beautiful children here that we don't know what this third one would bring to us. What have these brought? What have these children have brought to us? So boom, keep her. And she's the nut of the family, by the way. I can't wait to tell her the story about her having an appointment. But she is crazy. She's amazing. Her name is Tegan. So my oldest is 10 years old. His name is Raiden. Okay. Like I was telling you earlier, I named him from Mortal Kombat. Raiden. And then my middle child, her name is Bailey. Okay. 2 E's. And then my third child, her name is Tegan. Okay. So we have some little different type of names there because my name was Brittney and I hated my name growing up.
Really? Why is that?
So I'm right
because first of all, I was born in the 90s.
Yep.
I was born in the 90s. I was born in 91.
Too. I was born in 1990.
How you feel? I have Ricky Ricardo, Ricky Martin, Ricky, all the above. I'm totally there with you.
Yeah, that's right so true.
So, but that's cool.
I literally Googled the most popular name in 1991 for the girls and boys, and it was Brittney and Jason. And cool. I looked at my mom.
Like, thanks, Mom.
Really, Mom? Seriously? That you couldn't have gone with any other name besides the most popular name. Yeah. Seriously. So
hilarious.
So that was that. Awesome. But then it's just now I am just in a position to where I just turned 30 last Sunday, April 11th. Turned 30 years old. I was in.
Happy belated birthday, Brittney. Oh yeah, you was in Miami.
30.
Yeah, she was living her best life out there. She was in South Beach. She was over by where the Miami Heat played. Was it American Airlines Center?
No, I wish, man. I wish. No, we were just on the beach, South Beach. But it was really cool. I've never been there before. I grew up around the beach, so I love the water. I've never been to the Atlantic, so that was dope. That was super dope.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm 30 years old now, but the thing is I feel great. I feel amazing. Like I have a pretty good diet. I have a pretty good workout regimen. Like I was telling Ricky earlier, it's just gonna take that time where that one person they see me, and I'm boom overseas. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay too, because basketball is always going to be a part of my life. I coach a men's professional basketball team. You can mark my words. We are going to win the championship next year.
Yo, when is this game? Like, I want to see this game, man. Like, Ricky, we got to go to this, man.
We are going to win. The High Desert Pumas going to win the ABA championship.
Let's talk about it. So you get that gig.
Yeah, but
how did you get that gig, and then what happened once you got the gig?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How did you get that gig, first of all, and then once you got it, what was it like? Like, were you welcomed? Were they like, "Hey,
oh man,
girl," like, how did that go?
No, well, Coach Tiana Campbell is probably one of the smartest basketball players that you'll run into if you have not spoke to Coach Cam or played with her. So I played with her in a couple of open runs before, she's always just been a sweet person, always a nice person to talk to, always a good teammate she's just one of those players that's very efficient. She's always in the right spot. She always does the right thing, makes the right play. So I saw her at an open run. With a player that I trained with, that me and him trained with the same trainer. And I said, hey, what's going on with Coach Tiana? He goes, that's my coach for the ABA team. It's like, oh, really? She's your head coach? He goes, yeah. So that's crazy, because prior to that, I was an assistant coach for the Verbum Day varsity boys basketball team that's in South Central LA. So I already had some coaching experience, and I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I want to definitely coach, specifically boys, just because I feel like boys, they listen, they tap in when I'm talking to them. I never have a respect issue with men or boys when I'm coaching them. So that's a good thing. So I coached the boys there, and I told her, I would, if you need an assistant, let me know, because I'm down. I'm down to help you out, because I didn't know if she had an assistant. She literally had just removed her assistant from her program, literally, like right before I talked to her.
That's cool.
So we connected, and then I came to practice one day, and it just meshed. We meshed, like everything that like she possesses as a basketball player, as a coach, I look up to. And then I'm like the fire coach that like will like, yo, what are we doing, guys? Like type of coach. Like, are we professionals here? Like type of motivation. And she's the one, she's like, okay, guys, listen, we're down 12, but it's okay. It's okay. This is what we're going to do to get back in it. And I loved it. I loved it. Because
this is what we got to do.
This is not okay. No, we were just up 5.
I can totally see that. I love that.
No, yeah. She just loved. But it's funny when she gets like that, I have to be the one. It's funny seeing the roles reverse, like in the playoffs. She got kind of up there, and her temper kind of got the best of her. And I caught myself like, whoa, coach. Hey.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so man, that experience was amazing. That was great. We took a bunch of guys who rarely play with each other, and just came out and they bought into the system. We went to Texas and played. We went to Vegas. We played a lot of good talent, even out here in our hometown. But again, we're gonna win next year. So
all right. Well, that'll be cool. Hopefully, I know we talked to you about this. We're still, fingers crossed, going to be with the Oxnard Orcas the next season. So we might be playing you guys and getting to be right across from you guys. That'd be kind of cool. So, but
that would be cool.
Yeah, because we're supposed to have. Hey. I don't want to throw all the names out there, but we got like Buddha is going to be there, and Miyazi's.
That's my guy.
Yeah. I love Buddha, man.
We need a TV show. Everybody loves Buddha.
Buddha's so cool.
Oh, heck yeah.
Shout out to Buddha.
Yeah, I love Buddha. We had him all 4 seasons 3 times. So he's a captain. We call him the mentor. And it was so funny because when
no, definitely that's a good bet to have. What, dude?
Yeah,
that's a good bet. He first on top of that, he's a bucket. Yeah, he's a bucket. So and he's definitely a guy that's gonna demand the floor.
Yeah,
people listen to him.
I
did not know Buddha was his age either.
Right?
Buddha don't look his age.
No,
he don't look his age at all.
What?
No, he does not.
Like,
do you guys want
what is happening?
Yeah. For you guys that are listening right now, if you guys want to know what we're talking about, go back to our Oxnard Orcas episode. I think it's youtube.com and Orcas media team or something of that nature. We had Buddha on episode 2. That was a long time ago. But yeah.
A long time. That was a year ago.
His story was nuts. So, and how far he's come, it's been crazy. You talk about the craziness you've been through. That dude was practically homeless, and he's balling up and doing his thing now. So shout out to you, Buddha. We freaking love you. Okay.
Shout out to Buddha. Much respect.
That's right. So we're coaching the High Desert Pumas. You got some pretty big names on there that I've seen as well. So this season, you guys did really pretty good. How'd you guys do this season?
We lost in the second round of playoffs. I'm not one to make excuses. Definitely not. I'm not. But I will let you judge the free throws. The free throws we had, it was 45-22. They shot 45 free throws to our 22.
That's a lot of free throws.
Interesting.
So
sketchy.
I'll let you make that call.
Sketchy.
On how the referees were calling that game. And the ABA rules, when you have someone foul out, they don't have to sit out. You get a free throw shot and the possession of the ball. Yeah. So we were down to our last. We don't have anyone else, so we had to play our big man, Dre. Shout out to Dre because he did his best he could. He was getting beat up on both ends. Yeah, he was getting beat up on both ends. Dre, he had 6 fouls. I think he ended up with like 13 fouls at the end of the game. It was ridiculous. Oh my God. Every time he would just lunge towards the dude, they're calling a foul.
Yeah, he's a house though. So that's why their refs trying to throw that crap in there.
And man, and we lost by 4. We lost by 4 points, and that was the difference in the free throws. Just imagine, like,
yeah,
that
sounds like a lopsided game, right? If you ask me.
Very lopsided, but no excuses. Shout out to the High Desert Pumas. We did our best. We had to fight against. It was 7 on 5. It's all good.
Yeah. You guys got a good squad over there. I've checked out. I have your Instagram page. I've been checking you guys. I know Dre, so you guys got a good squad over there. So we'll see you next.
Oh, not to cut you off, Ricky. Yeah, but Brittney. Sorry. But Brittney, like, when you say like, "Oh, mark my words, we're gonna win this game," you remind me of Rasheed Wallace. I don't know if you guys heard like the guarantee thing, like when he said like, "Oh, like we're gonna win this game, put it front page, back page, we are gonna win this game." So that was when he was with the Detroit Pistons back in 2004. When
I knew you were gonna say that. Why you gotta bring that up?
So at the end of the game, as soon as the Pistons won that game, I don't know which game it was, he was like, "I told you we're gonna win. I told you we're gonna win." So that your personality reminds me of him. But
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah. So like no, in terms of you saying like, "Oh, we're gonna win," like you're not afraid of saying it. Like you believe it and you put it on the floor, and that's what I like about you.
Definitely. I have so much faith in what it is that we have going on over at the High Desert program. Like we have an AAU team building. We have a women's ABA team that me and Coach Cam are on. So watch out for that. Our women's ABA league is coming out. So
I'm actually wearing this shirt.
There you go, ABA. Shout out to ABA. No, yeah, but it's gonna be amazing. And then our recruitment is gonna start. We're gonna recruit some dogs, and then it's just gonna be. I take it personal now. I mean, everything that has to do with basketball.
I could tell.
Everything that has to do with basketball turns personal for me. It's like, and I really, really hope we play the same team again. Like that's how petty I am. Like I just. At some point, we have to play
the same way. I'm actually the same way. Like I don't like to lose basketball games. I really don't.
No, yeah, seriously. Even when we won my junior year championship, and I was so mad that we didn't win against the team that beat us the year before. I was still mad. I was dude,
that hurts you deep. That hurts you deep.
Yeah, we didn't get them back.
It's all good though.
But yeah.
So, okay. So, George just brought up your personality. I think you're a little more bubblier than that, but you're passionate, which I like. And I saw that on the court on Thursday. Like, you were very passionate. I saw a quote on your Instagram before we started, like, really talking. You put, we're not fragile like a flower, fragile like a bomb. I freaking love that quote. Because like you're super sweet, you're super friendly, you got that smile, but then you hit the court and girl, you are all business. And even when you positioned yourself for defense, I was telling George, I'm like, damn, she's straight up like real, dude. Like she ain't around. And that was like right in the game. And
like when don't
cut me off yet. I'll let you cut me off.
I was gonna sorry. We were like just a little point. Like when I was like making the video, I'm like, this girl is good. Like she means business. She really wants to win at all costs. She's like locking up. She's like missed 94 feet. Okay. Like
you gotta press. Press till you can't press anymore.
Like you just like that type of point guard that plays both ends of the floor, and I love that about you. If I ever had a co-ed team, I'm gonna be spamming your IG, calling your phone, like, hey, Britt. You need to join my team, man, because you're the team that'll take us far with your defense. So that's what I like about you.
For sure. I appreciate that. My dad always told me, you're not going to get a scholarship off offense. You're definitely going to get a scholarship off defense.
Exactly. So, that's what I live by.
Defense wins ball games. I brought up that quote because you're not the only one that we've talked to that plays like that. And you actually are on a team with someone who plays like that? T. Loudermill, what's it like being a teammate of T?
Man, that girl is another animal.
Right?
Boy, that girl is something else. She's just, on top of that, her positivity outside of basketball just makes you love her as a person. So she could cook you on the court. And mind you, I am one to say I have been a victim of T. There's not too many people. There's not too many people out here who can't say, if you don't admit it, okay, fine, whatever. But T's done hit me with a whack, 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 and a few times, right? So I'm so serious. Where I'm just like, whoa, and I pride myself on defense. Again, like we just said, I'm definitely one that I'm trying to be in you, but she's one that definitely I have to play the game so much smarter. I can't use athleticism against her. No way, Jose. Not happening. I have to hope that she's missing today because I'm gonna have to sag off. Literally, because what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna challenge her first step. That's just she's amazing. So
that's
outside
of
first
step, that's what I like.
Quick first step, boom, fume, right past you, layup.
Oh my god.
What before it's like, man, what the heck? So and then she can shoot the ball. So you really have to just pick your poison. You hope her nails are long enough that day. Her gel set messes up the jump shot because seriously, that's all we can hope for.
Jump shot.
Oh man, I gotta let her know she's.
That's all we can hope for.
I love it.
It's so funny that you mentioned T because the moment Don asked me to play, before I was finished saying yes to him, I was texting her before anyone else texted her. Literally.
Love it.
Before anyone else, because in my mind, listen, this is my thinking. If anyone else picks her up, I have to play against her. I have to guard her. Yeah. I'm the point guard. Who else is going to guard her? So no, you have to side with the enemy on this type of situation. Not that she's the enemy. I'm kidding. I'm definitely kidding. But she's like, yeah. So she's like, for sure. She's like, definitely. When I got that answer back fast, I was like, oh,
I really?
Yeah.
That's a business decision that you had to make.
Yeah.
Man, that was a GM decision. I had to.
GM decision.
Dawn, I'll confirm with you later. Let's just make sure we got her first.
Yeah, let's get her.
And then Coach Cam.
Exactly.
It's a package deal. And then we got Coach Cam. Coach Cam said she's. So yeah, and then we have Tess on the team. Tess is a bucket. We got Tony. We got Barbie.
Yeah.
We got.
Y'all got a squad. Y'all got a dream team over there.
Delphina. I love our team, man. Ducky came through last week.
It was good.
That's dope.
You guys got a squad.
So I tell Ricky this, Brittney, that I call T the Lady Russell Westbrook because she is very fast when she's with the ball.
Yeah. She can.
I call the Lady Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's on another level. Okay, so we're about almost an hour into the show. Again, you're listening to Double Dribble, episode 41, Be the PG with Brittney Bramlett. I got George and the woman of the hour, Brittney. Are you still good to hang around for a little bit longer? You just got a couple more questions. I know you got a life. You're a popular girl.
Yeah, no, we're good. I really don't know if my phone is gonna stay alive for that much longer.
All right. So with that said, I'll just highlight a couple things. We got our fun questions and we'll get you out of here.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So she has also not only done the P4E thing, you guys can see her on Thursdays. Hopefully we'll be able to have fans come in soon. You also the Bay Area Jokers, X versus X. Real quick summary, what were those like? Maybe one experience in both, if you can.
Oh man, Bay Area Jokers, awesome, amazing league. The WUBA is something that is going to grow into something. Yeah, shout out to WUBA and Fatima. She's one of the people behind the WUBA, and they're just growing. It's amazing. I hope to get back into the next season. We traveled to the Bay Area every weekend. That was amazing. My mom lives in San Francisco, so it was kind of cool. I got to go see her when I went to go travel. But it was just amazing. Great competition. You have a lot of ex-pros. You have a lot of current overseas players. You can't get any better competition. It's just amazing. I love getting, work. I love just, it's not fun just going through an open run and just going through the motions. I want to be challenged every time. So that was amazing. XVX, also amazing. Super like family vibe. Meta, shout out to Meta. He turned something that, just was right. Meta just turned it something into just, being a straight, just a hooper at heart, to finding other hoopers and then allowing them to come play in this time where it was hard for us to find a court. So I really, that's one of those things that I'll tell my kids about, that because it was a depressing time when we could not play basketball for a little bit. And I would find myself, just like literally just working on the flick of my wrist, shooting the ball up in the air. Like that gets old after a while. So that's amazing. XVX, I met a lot of really amazing men and women in that whole community. Everybody there is awesome. Also the VBL too. VBL, same type of family there.
Love the VBL.
So
awesome too. Cool. So we can check you out in all these places. So you got history in all these places. You're not only a killer on the court, but you got some business savvy under you as well. You're actually wearing it right now. You help out our dude Adam Flash Stanford.
Our boy Flash.
One mission.
I love.
Oh, and she got the shorts too. Okay.
The sweats. The sweats.
Oh, the sweats. Okay, I thought they were shorts. My bad.
The link is in the bio on Instagram.
Check it out on the one.
This is the like older version though. I had this one just in the car, but we have the new drops here too.
I love
the One Mission.
Tie-dye one is beast. The one with the.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Dope.
Can you possibly just real quick tell our listeners and our viewers what's up with the whole One Mission thing? Like, what was Adam's standpoint, and then the whole astronaut with the basketball? Can you guys explain what that's all about, just real quick?
Well, Adam has his own type of creativity. So Adam, is a very unique individual.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Flash. Yeah, he's a very unique individual. He has he kind of keeps everything to himself, and then boom, when he wants it done, it comes out. It comes out. And I'm just one of those people who's like, I support your brand, dude. Whatever it is that you rock with, I'm cool with it. So that's why the space woman was one of the other designs that we had too. So he had a space jelly man, and then he had the space girl come out. That was pretty cool. But One Mission, the way Adam explains it to everybody has their one mission. Everybody has that one thing. They might change throughout your life, but at a certain point in your life, you always have something that you're going towards. And if you don't, then that's something that should be your mission, is to get a mission, is to, if you don't have something that you're striving for every single day. I love the fact that people, there's a quote that says, like, if you knew me last year, you don't know me today, which I think is amazing, because it's like, you should not want to be the same person that you were last year. You should want to innovate and make yourself better every single day. And that's a part of One Mission. Just have your goal, whatever it is that you strive to do, just eat and go for it. Whether it's get a scholarship to play basketball, or whether it's to be a police officer or a firefighter or a scientist or whatever it is that you may want to be, keep it in your head. You have to visually see it. You have to see yourself doing these things. It's called manifestation. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it. But once you manifest those things in your life, that's when things start to fall together. So that's just a part of my mission.
I love the way that you put it that way, because, people will go like, why am I going to wear a sweater with an astronaut holding a basketball? You just explained why right there. Whether it's the boy or the girl, or you get one of each, it doesn't matter. Check out. What's the actual handle for the Instagram? Do you know what the handle is?
It's one, I believe, mission.
Okay.
I'll tag it on the YouTube comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. We're gonna put it on Instagram also, so you can put it on there as well. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one. I have my One Mission shirt. It's up in my drawer right now, but I wear it all the time. But I'm
Hey,
totally
give
gonna
me one.
all up about the astronaut one because that one's freaking sick. Okay,
Super dope.
serious question, and then we'll have a little bit of fun, and we'll let you go. Parenthood and being an athlete is not easy. We talked about this before getting on air. Working multiple hours, multiple jobs, and then coming home to 1, 2, 3 kid, whatever kids you have, and you want to have time with them. You know, me personally, I talked to you about it. I had one time where I went 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. one day, and I just didn't get to see my son at all. And you think about like soldiers that are out there, and they don't see their kids for up to years, and I don't know how they do it. I can never do that. So
Yeah, that's
respect to them, you know, if anybody goes, or police officers, or like you said, any type of EMT, firefighter, they're gone for up to 72 hours on shifts, you know, putting their lives on the line. So shout out to all
yeah.
of them. But how do you, Brittney, Bramlett, how do you manage your parenthood and playing time so that you can get a little of both?
Honestly, it sucks. But I have to take advantage of the time where my kids go to my ex-husband. So we alternate our weeks. So we have split custody. So yeah. So every Sunday we alternate. So they stay with me for 7 days, and then they go, and then yep. So that's exactly how it works. And then those times where I do have them, they're with me. They're at the gym with me. They're training with me. They're my two daughters, my youngest daughters, they're I'm going to make them basketball players. They actually don't have a choice. So they don't have a choice. My son, my boy,
You're a player.
Yeah, my boy, he can dabble between sports, but girls, yeah, it's gonna go. Unless you're really good at something else, like really good at something else, then cool, perfect. But no, we're gonna stick with basketball. So I keep them in the gym. I keep them loving the sound of the squeaking of the sneakers. I love keep them in the environment, the horn, just things like that. So where everything is second nature, they just love feeling the inside the gym. So I'll keep them there.
And it's cool.
But like right now, I'm at work, but my dad, since this is his he owns this, he's just gonna bring them to me at lunchtime, and we're gonna go to the park.
There you go.
And then take them back. Yeah.
There you go.
So I find time as much as I can.
And we appreciate you, squeezing us in during all this crazy time. Well, that answers my next question. Are they going to be future ballers? You keep talking about dad. You keep talking about dad and all the stuff he did for you. Was dad the main motivation growing up, or did you look up to an athlete growing up? No, we lost her. All right. Let's see if she comes back. Hearing what you've heard so far, George, like what, you know her, but you don't have the details that we have now. What are you getting out of the things that she's told us, like her as a person, her as a baller?
Well, I just like her upbringing because, like she did go through a lot, the pregnancy, the 3 kids, basketball decisions. So I like what she went through. It's not easy. And I don't think anybody would have that type of experience like she has, where it's like, oh, she has to give up basketball to stay with the kids, or she has to, stay with the kids and do education. Like what she went through was not easy. So I applaud her for what she's been through and still playing the game of basketball. So that's what I got out of it. And then like the fact that she's with her kids, like trying to like train them early, and then like that just shows like how passionate she is of basketball and how passionate she is about life on and off the court. So that's what I got out of her.
Yeah, I got, like we talked about earlier, her as a baller in general. She's super sweet off the court, but you get her on the court and she's a beast. Like, and she's like what, 5'3"?
Oh yeah.
She's 5'3".
Oh yeah, 5'3", yeah.
But if you saw her, she's got like that Ronda Rousey mentality. I think we were kind of talking about that on Thursday, like that look, and she had the mouthpiece going, the grit. Like, it's like, I don't want to go up against this girl. Like, she's gonna take me down. So that's the feeling.
Yeah.
But then you get the other aspect. You get the determination. She talked about the whole 5 a.m. thing. 5 a.m. in high school. 13.
Dang, that's crazy. I don't think I ever been through that. Like the earliest I wake up during that time is probably around like 6 o'clock for practice, but that's pretty much it. But 5 a.m. that's way too early. I don't even know if I could wake up that early around that time.
No, when I was in water polo, we had 6 a.m. and in the summer. So, and then we had practice after school, and then in school, same thing, 6 a.m. And then I went to zero period for band, and then I had school, and then I had 6 period water polo. Then if we had a game, we went to our game. Like it's crazy. So I like that,
Yeah.
but I also like the fact that she's smart. She is business savvy. She cares about everything that she does. It looks she's got that drive. Regardless of what it is,
Right.
drive. I mean, you heard of all the stuff she had to overcome. I mean, she overcome the ACL, the meniscus, the 3 pregnancies, the divorce, and yeah, she's still standing. She's still pushing. And that's motivation. Like, what kind of hearing that? What kind of motivation do you think you could pick up out of this, and something we could possibly tell to the viewers?
I think just persevering on what the challenges are, whatever challenge is big, how small, like you gotta go through that because like life is not easy to live. Like there's gonna be times where it's like you're going through a rough time, you're going through a rough patch, but you gotta figure out like that's where you have to dig deep in yourself, like, okay, like what should I do to accomplish this? Like because like I say to myself, for every problem, there's always a solution no matter how big the situation is or what it is. It's just you just gotta persevere through stuff like through life, and that's how you make yourself a stronger person. That shows, like you guys mentioned, like that shows how strong how strong of a woman she is. Like Doc said, she is a really strong woman, and people, and then like I think like her like getting older, she could tell like whatever kids she coaches and give her testimony to them on how she had to go through some stuff, just so like when kids like have to go through some stuff, they'll know exactly what to do because of her story that she gives to them.
Not even just her kids. I mean, she coaches the High Desert Pumas, and they got some big name people over there, but they respect her, and they respect what she says and what she's been through. She can use, like you said, as motivation to teach the guys. Be like, hey, some of those guys are college guys. Hey, you guys you're playing ball, but you want to be a doctor. You want to be this. You want to be that.
Right.
Put forward for all of the above. You want to go play overseas for 10 years and come back be a doctor? Do it. You can do it.
And I just and then like she did mention that she coaches, like you said, she coaches guys and everything too. So like with her grit and like she knows how to, and then like the coach, and then like the guys respect her as a player, as a person, on how she coaches and everything. So I like the fact that the way she coaches, like she's respectable about it, because like I think like with that, like that reminds me of like the conversation that we had before when we say like, oh, Becky Hammond's like the first NBA coach and everything to like coach. Like, I remember us saying that she will be a head coach in the NBA in the near future. So, and I think that's what Brittney is. Like, she just has to build up and she'll get there.
Oh yeah, she can do the same, totally. And she talked about people watching and not knowing who's watching, and she just wants that one break. And she plays the way that she plays and keep pushing the way that she is. We could be seeing the WNBA. We could be seeing her in the, she's gonna play for the women's ABA. This fall when Oxnard plays High Desert. And when we got the women's team coming up as well, it's gonna be really, really cool to see where that goes. I also like the fact, it's kind of going back on what we were talking about, not fragile like a flower, fragile like a bomb. Like, hey, you're not gonna walk all over me, but if you do walk all over me, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna just take it out, and not in a bad way.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm ready. And going through what she went through, that quote makes a lot of sense. So, it's crazy, and the fact that she's still an awesome mom, it shows people out there, hey, I can still do what I love and be with the ones that I love. And that's really hard for a lot of people because they can't focus on more than one thing, Be like, hey, I have to go to school. I'm not going to be with my kid, or I have to be an athlete. I can't be with my kid. I'm going to get a nanny and just not be there, She wants to be there. She's making time to be there,
And that's what I like about her. She doesn't make any excuses, So that just goes back to like how T is. Like T, like you see her Instagram, excuse but no excuse but produce, and she is really producing, and that's what I like about those types of girls.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it looks like we might not be getting her back. I'm trying to get her back right now. Gotta love technology. So, and we talked to her
I
for
think
about an
her
hour,
phone.
so it's not like we didn't get anything. We got a lot
Mhm.
out of this interview, and I hope that people that watch
Mhm.
this, especially the young females out there, you get pregnant early, your life's not over. We get a lot of people postpartum, and then they never get over it. Your life's not over. There's still stuff to come. God's got plans for everybody, no matter what. Don't stop your dreams. Keep pushing for your dreams, but God gave you that child for a reason. So you never know what's up with that. You never know what doors are going to open. This is what I'm getting out of this interview. You never know what doors are going to open. Never know. She ran into her former teammate who's freaking coaching ABA. Who knew that was going to happen? It just so happened to let go of her assistant coach. Like, that's crazy. You can't write that. Like, we could probably make a movie out of her life. Like,
For real, or even a documentary.
yeah, a documentary, definitely a documentary. So I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to reach out for a continuance interview. It sounds like we're in court. A continuance interview, just so we can get those last couple questions in. If not, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna call this a failure interview because of the fact that she got cut off, but I'm gonna call it a success because I learned a lot. Like, me as a man, me as a single father, like, I learned a lot of things that I can do to make myself better.
Right.
In life wise, and even just talking about the whole one mission thing. Everybody's got a mission in some way about something. You just got to find it and then reach for the stars, reach for the moon. And you never know what's going to come. So with that said, I think we're pretty good, man. I think Brittney made an impact, or she will make an impact with this show, to many people out there. I already know some of my friends that definitely need to hear this. So hopefully we'll get a continuance. If not, Brittney, we want to say thank you to you, Brittney, be the PG.
Thank you, Brittney.
You're
Thank you.
awesome. Maybe we'll get a follow-up interview on Thursday when we go to the P4E in Downey,
Right.
because you're just that awesome. So take care of the kiddos. Keep pushing for your dreams. Thank you so much for joining us. You're always welcome. So when you see this, you're always welcome to come back. You can be a panelist. We're gonna have a part 2 with you. We'll work something out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, but with a little preview, next week we have Courtney Ford, also from the P4E Women's League. Yeah, she was balling up the other day. So we got her coming in next week. It should be fun. I think she's a lot different than Brittney. So
The reigning women's Drew champ.
Yeah, women's Drew champion. So you guys got to tune in for that one next week. Same thing, 10 a.m. on Zoom, 3 p.m. on YouTube. Make sure you guys check in. Again, I apologize for the technical kicking off, Brittney. We were having a blast, but I hope you were able to learn something. I hope you will carry it over in your life, because I know George and myself will definitely be doing that. So with that said, let's go ahead and get our Saturday going, my brother. You be safe out there. And I will check you this week. And then next week, we're going to be hanging out with Courtney Ford. So again, Brittney, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Love you, Brittney.
Thank you, Brittney. Double Dribble episode 41. Brittney, be the PG Bramlett. Make sure you check it out. If you want to come see her on Thursdays, I'll let you know when you guys are allowed to come into the First Legacy Church in Downey. You don't want to miss those tournaments. They're a lot of fun. And these girls can straight up ball. One last time, Brittney, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. We got Courtney Ford next week. Peace out.
Peace.